Joshua Zuazo, case number 2024-291950FC, and People versus Carlos Hernandez, case number 2024-291945FC.
John Petrofessa and Andrew McGarrett on behalf of the people.
Morning, Your Honor. Michael McCarthy, P3016, appearing on behalf of English Joshua Zuazo. He's standing to my left at the defense table.
All right, tell me your name.
Joshua Zuazo.
Good morning, Your Honor. Paulette Michelle Lawson on behalf of Carlos Hernandez, who is standing to my right.
All right, tell me your name.
Carlos Hernandez.
Okay, all right, we're going to bring the jury in a moment. Everyone can have a seat. I just want to have a brief little discussion here with the defendants as well. So I've heard some chatter that there might be some upsetness between the parties here. I just want to make it very clear to you that if there's any obstruction of justice whatsoever that I find, you will quickly be taken down to lockup, and you will watch your trial go on without you being present in this courtroom. You'll just watch it through a screen and not be here. And if you want to test that out, try me, okay? All right, so very clear. I don't expect anything like this to happen. We've been together for the past few days. I've not seen anything like that. But I'm just making it very clear. I will exercise my right to do that. Do you understand? You understand? Yes. Okay. All right. Let's bring in our jury.
Judge.
Your Honor,
Yes.
we had just a few issues if we could place them on the record prior to the jury coming in. If that's
Sure.
okay.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, the first issue, my client's wife is listed on the witness list, I believe now, only of Mr. Zuazo and Mr. McCarthy. She is in the hallway. She does wish to come in and observe her husband's trial. It's my understanding that the prosecutor is objecting to that, and I wanted to make a record of that.
Sure. What's your position regarding that?
I absolutely don't believe she should be in here. I think we need to make a record on her anyway for this, because her name appears on my witness list. Her name also appears on Mr. McCarthy's witness list. This court, understanding the implications from the attorneys about her involvement in this crime itself, had asked for some counsel to discuss matters with her. We reached out on last Friday to Scott Kozak, who has been in touch with her. Mr. Kozak has received some discovery regarding this, had conversations about her involvement with me, and I believe with some of the other attorneys also. And what we received on Friday was a communication indicating that she would not testify because of potential criminal liability. Am I reflecting that correctly for the record?
You are?
Yes, Your Honor.
So she would essentially take the fifth.
Yes.
And do we still believe that to be the case?
Well, she's outside. If you want to put her on the record for
let's
30
put her on the
seconds,
record.
we
Let's bring her
can.
in.
I don't believe Mr. Kozak is with her, though, so she doesn't have her counsel.
Well, she hasn't asserted her fifth yet, so the court
Understood.
hasn't appointed her counsel. As soon as she does that, then, and if she is asking for counsel, I'll do that.
So I think she was appointed counsel through an order. Is that right?
I never actually signed the order. It came to my attention that there was going to be a witness who was going to take the fifth. But
Understood.
until a witness takes the fifth, the
They
court
don't
wouldn't
have
have any jurisdiction to appoint counsel for somebody.
Understood.
So let's just get through it right now.
I can do
Yes.
it.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Walton.
Which way would you like her?
This way.
I'm gonna walk up to the prosecutor.
And you could just stand right there. I'll be able to hear you. Tell us your name.
Amanda Ileana Hernandez.
Okay, all right, I'm going to get you sworn in because we have some questions for you, okay? It's our understanding that you want to be in the courtroom, but you're potentially a witness, so we're just trying to figure out whether or not you're going to actually be called in this case. Go ahead and raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, put your hand down. So you understand that you've been subpoenaed to be a witness in this case?
Yes.
All right, and it's my understanding that you would be planning on asserting your Fifth Amendment, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, and is that something you plan on doing then?
Yes.
Yes, all right, Mr. Petrofessa?
And you've had conversations with an attorney, Scott Kozak, before
Yes,
this?
I have. He's actually tried to get me taken off the witness list, but he can't get in touch with Mr. McCarthy.
All right, any questions, I know that's not accurate. Go ahead, Mr. McCarthy.
Well,
Any questions for the witness on behalf of
I
Mr.
think
Zuazo?
the fact that she's stating that she's going to assert her rights under the Fifth Amendment and remain silent, that satisfies me. I'll strike her name from the witness list, and I have no desire to have her testify, given my understanding of the evidence that would implicate her.
What's your position on her?
Position is that she still shouldn't be in here for several reasons. First of all, she's still a potential defendant, and she still could be potentially charged. I don't want her having access to testimony of what's going on. Secondly, she's still in constant contact with the defendant. I have concerns about her intentionally creating a mistrial. She's also living, I believe, with another witness, Danielle Diaz, her mother, who's going to be testifying tomorrow. I also believe that she can watch, because I believe it's being live streamed. If she wants to follow this case, she can watch it on live stream. It also creates an issue if she's sitting in here and a jury sees her sitting in here, then they're going to say, why is the prosecution not calling her, not understanding I can't call her? So if she's in here.
Still call her though. And I think this is the way that we're going to get around this. But what are your thoughts, Ms. Lofton?
Your Honor, since she has been struck on Mr. McCarthy's witness list, she is here to show support for my client. I think that is important for the jury's view, so I would ask that she be allowed to remain.
She's still on your witness list?
Yes.
And you still could intend to call her?
I could give her use immunity if I decided to.
Okay, all right, so for that purpose, because obviously you're telling me you're going to take the fifth, you are not yet called a witness. You could be called a witness and come in and you could say the same thing you just told me right now. That just prevents the lawyers from asking you any other questions, but doesn't prevent you from being called as a witness. So I am going to ask that you remain outside the courtroom at this time, okay?
Your Honor, before she leaves, I think there's one other thing that she should have a clear understanding of.
Sure.
And that is that I shared some discovery with Mr. Kozak in order to enable him to give good advice to his client, Ms. Diaz. Now, she could very easily be charged in this case, and I don't want her to lose track of that, because as I understand it, when there's an ongoing investigation, which I believe as it affects her there is, then the subject of that investigation is not entitled to have the information being gathered by the prosecuting authority. And that is the case that she finds herself in right now. So I think that she has to be removed from the courtroom and be outside of the courtroom the entire time.
Okay, unless she's otherwise called as a witness if the prosecution
They change their
cease
mind.
to exercise that. And at this time, I will in fact sign an order appointing Mr. Kozak to be your counsel moving forward until at least the end of the trial. Sound good to everybody?
Yes,
Okay,
Judge.
all right, we ask that you wait out in the hallway.
Thank you.
Your Honor, the only other matter, I am objecting to an exhibit, which is a video that will be coming in through, I think, the second or third witness, but we thought it appropriate to do it now, since the jury has not been brought in. I am objecting to exhibit number 16. That is a body-worn camera of one of the first responding officers that makes his way into the residence. He does kind of a cursory search upstairs. He's involved of an entire search of the home. He then comes upon Mr. Murray in the basement, and the body camera is depicting the scene as he is seeing it. I do believe under MRE 403 that it is overly prejudicial and also needlessly cumulative. We're also hearing from that officer, we're also seeing pictures of what he is seeing. So not only are we having testimony and pictures, we're also now seeing a body-worn camera. And for those reasons, I'm asking that the body-worn camera, exhibit 16, not be allowed.
Well, that argument, wouldn't it be, I hear arguments from the defense asking that body-worn cameras be shown. So, it's only applicable sometimes but not others. That's your position?
I think due to the graphic nature of what he comes upon, I think it's overly prejudicial.
Okay, overly prejudicial. What's your position regarding that?
Your Honor, all evidence presented that doesn't correspond to their position be prejudicial. That's not the test. It's just if it's substantially outweighed. At this point, it's going to depict the scene when Deputy Copeland shows up. It's going to depict the victim, the state she was in. It's going to show clearing of the house. It's going to give information and context to the jury what the scene was like when they showed up. The pictures that are going to be in there are going to be through the crime scene investigator with the placards and things like that afterwards. We're not playing the full body camera, which would be over an hour. It's been edited down to 28 minutes. And mostly, the video is going to show versus the testimony of Deputy Copeland. So the video is going to depict far more than what Deputy Copeland is going to testify to. I'm going to ask him a few questions and then play the video because that's going to show what happened that day.
Okay,
Your Honor.
join on that objection?
Yes, in the test for 403 is not overly prejudicial, it's unfairly prejudicial. And its unfair prejudice outweighs the probative value of the evidence. So I join in the motion brought by Ms. Lofton, but I'm making that distinction because that's the actual language in the rule. And it is, I submit in agreement with her that the presentation of that body-worn camera would be more unfairly prejudicial than probative because you do have the witness who can tell you what he saw. And in response to your question regarding people objecting or wanting the body-worn camera, I submit that those instances where defense counsel asks for that is because it records the statement made by a particular witness, which may be different than what it is that the officer remembers from what it is that they
Not
saw.
always. I mean, there's a ton of scrutiny regarding whether or not there's a body-worn camera if it's not played in trial. This court is always, if it exists, play it because it's going to give the best description of what that officer was able to view at that time or any conversations that happened in or around that. I mean, the evidence here in and of itself is prejudicial. We've got information here that is read to the jury that they're going to hear evidence of a felony murder that involves detailed injuries that, I mean, rise to a level of just inhumanity. I mean, the evidence in and of itself here is prejudicial. So I have a hard time thinking that the body cam video shouldn't be shown because it's overly or unfairly prejudicial, as pointed out, pursuant to 403. Prejudicial evidence is allowed unless the court finds that it is rises the burden to the defense and causing fairly prejudice and being less than probative. I think it's probative. It's going to be admissible. So 16 is in. Any other
Thank you, Your Honor.
objection?
No objections and nothing further prior to the jury being.
How about people? Any objections to anything?
No, Your
Are there
Honor.
going to be any other objections that I should expect through trial, other than potential just questions or anything like that?
I think that's where we're at right
Okay.
now, yes.
Same with the people?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all right, then let's bring in our juries.
All rise for the jury, please. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. One moment, Judge.
All right, during the obviously, thank you for your patience this morning. I know everybody was back here on time. Sometimes things take a little bit longer than anticipated, but we're ready to get into witnesses at this time. People, call your first witness.
People call Kristen Nahas.
All right, good morning. Yeah, if you can just get into that witness stand, stay standing, raise your hand, I'll get you sworn in. Do you swear or affirm the information you're going to provide today is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you. Please be seated and tell us your name.
Kristen Nahas.
Your witness.
And ma'am, please spell your name for us, please.
First and last?
Yes, please.
KRISTIN
All right, thank you. And where do you live?
I live at 3759 Newcastle Drive in Rochester.
Okay, and how long have you lived in that subdivision?
11
11 years?
years.
Okay. Do you remember back in October 11th of 24, did you have to talk to the police that day?
I did.
Okay. And do you recall about what time of the day did you have to speak to the police?
Probably around 12:15.
Okay. And what did you talk to the police about?
I told them what I had seen that morning when I had been out for a walk.
Okay. And you went out for a walk that day?
I did.
Okay. And what time did you leave the house to go for a walk?
I left at 11:15 to walk my dogs around the block. Sunny. It was a beautiful day like this week.
Okay. So you left your house about 11:15 to walk the dogs?
I did.
Okay. And while you were out walking your dogs, did you observe anything that caught your attention?
Yes. The first thing was it was very busy.
It was, sorry.
Busy.
Okay.
Immediately, the houses, down from me had a lot of action. The dogs were kind of excited about work crews, a lot of trucks, a window crew at another house 3 doors down. So they had a table saw out in the driveway and people working. It was, exciting for them. They were distracted.
The dogs were distracted.
Yes. But almost immediately, I heard a squeaking noise, like a fan belt, of a vehicle that was going so painfully slow. It was kind of annoying, but everything going on, it was maybe 5 miles an hour. And it was, as it passed me, the pickup truck carried on down the street.
Okay. And when you saw this truck, what street were you on in your subdivision?
I was on Newcastle. I was only 2 doors down from my house.
Okay, so you had just started your walk, and
Just started the walk.
and a lot of stuff is going on, but you see a truck.
I heard it first.
You heard the truck first. What type of truck was that?
It was a pickup truck, a white pickup truck.
All right, anything about that truck that caught your attention besides it going slow and the noise?
Honestly, the noise was obnoxious almost.
Okay, and so when you heard this noise, that truck caught your attention, and what did you do next?
It rolled on, so nothing. I carried on with my walk. Continued maybe another couple houses down. Stopped to let the dogs take a sniff, and then I could hear it coming back up the street, the other direction, toward me.
Okay, so I want to just orientate a little bit. Are you familiar with the Murray's house?
I am.
And do you know where they live?
I do.
Okay, and were you friendly with them?
I was.
Okay, so in relation to where you live and to where the Murray's house is, can you describe to us where that is?
3 doors down on the opposite side of the street from my house.
Okay, so when you left with your dogs that morning to walk, were you heading in that house's direction?
I was headed toward the Murray's house.
Okay, and so you testified that pretty quickly you heard this truck?
I did.
Okay, and when you saw this truck, was it coming from behind you or towards you down the street?
As I left my house to start the walk, the truck came from behind me and passed me down toward the street. It passed me and it passed the Murray's house and it disappeared around the bend.
Okay, and so while you're walking, that truck goes past you and the Murray's house at that time?
It did.
Okay, and about how long after you saw the truck, heard that noise, does that truck come back around?
Within a minute.
Okay, and when that truck comes back around, do you hear it first or do you see it first?
I heard it.
Okay,
And I looked up then to see it.
okay, and when you looked up to see that truck come back around again, what did you observe, if anything, of that truck at that time?
The first response was annoyance. basically this as slow as you could be, almost advertising, hey, I'm casing your street. It felt that way. It would feel that way to most people.
So when you observed that truck, were you concerned at that time, or was
Yes.
it just, it was, okay.
I was.
Did you see any markings on this truck?
I did look up to confront the driver and initially looked at the face. The window was down and was prepared to just kind of hold my hand up and say, how can I help you?
Okay.
That's-
Did you do that?
I looked up and I looked at the driver, and at the same time I saw the DTE decal on the side of the truck. It diffused me completely.
So when you saw it may have been utility company, you were no longer concerned?
Yes, it occurred to me that, oh, they're just looking to do service somewhere.
Okay. And at that time, you said you were going to stop and confront the driver. Did you observe anything about that driver at that time?
At that time, not necessarily.
And so after easing your concerns about what you observed about this truck, what did you do next?
I carried on around the block, fairly short block. I was back to my house within 12 minutes, probably, and I went home with the dogs.
Do you recall about 11:15 you left, and it was about a 12-minute walk, you'd say?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you recall how many people were in the truck?
Yes, there were 2 men in the truck.
Okay, 2 men in the truck.
There were.
Okay. And when you see this truck the second time, does it continue driving at the same slow pace, or does it stop, or what does it do?
At the moment that, as I mentioned, that I felt like I was going to intervene, and I saw that they were actually pulling up to the curb. I was taking a picture of my dogs to send my daughter at school. So they're on a leash, I have my phone out, and I'm taking a picture. And in that picture and at that moment, I can see my dogs looking over my shoulder at them as they're pulled up to the curb and actually getting out of the car. I could hear them.
Do you recall what curb they pull up to? Do they pull up to Murray's house, or is it another neighbor?
I didn't actually turn around and visually see, but sensing that they were directly behind me, it would have been the neighbor just to the southeast of the Murray's house, the tall residence.
Do you ever see them exit the truck?
I didn't see them, but I heard them get out, feet at the ground, doors shut, start to get things out of the bed of the truck.
Okay. And is that as you're walking around the block at that
I was
time?
standing, the dogs were sniffing.
Okay.
I hadn't quite walked away yet, and I could hear them start to, what I assume was getting their beer.
Excuse me, I didn't hear the last thing you just said.
That they started to, I heard them exit the truck, I heard them shut it and get into the back bed of the truck and access gear, in my mind, buckets, maybe 5-gallon bucket.
But you don't recall anything they're wearing or any description of those
In
people in
that
the truck?
moment, no, but
When you say in the moment,
it didn't necessarily register to me in the moment what they were wearing, which became interesting to me after the fact.
okay. So you go back home, and is there some point during the day that the police arrived to the Murray's house?
Yeah, I feel like shortly thereafter, the dogs were new to me, so we spent a lot of time in the yard, and there was immediately action in the street. I feel like by maybe noon, I'm just using my memory, but the neighbors were out. It was obvious that something serious was happening, and I would guess it was probably a half hour to 40 minutes. I'm sorry, I think it was about a half hour later, so I estimate noon.
Okay, and when you see this commotion of the police outside, do you go over to their residence to
Yes.
speak to them? Okay, and at that time, do you speak to the police and tell them what you observed that day?
Within the course of a few minutes, one of the neighbors had said they think there was some.
Well, objection to any hearsay about whatever a neighbor said.
We're not offering for the truth of the matter, sir, so it wouldn't be hearsay.
It's
That's
a
just-
prompt.
One second.
If there's an objection, you have to wait. Well, I don't know if somebody said something, why isn't it for the truth of the matter, sir?
For the effect on what on her, I don't know what she's about to say. I don't know what this neighbor said. It all depends on how that evidence is being offered.
Then I would suggest that you heard what the neighbor said. What did you do next, rather than hearing from the neighbor?
That's fine.
It's here.
Thank you.
Re-ask the question.
Yeah, you go down to where the police are. Is that a yes?
Yes.
Yeah, everything's recorded. We have
I'm
to say
sorry, yes.
it's all right. So you go down there and you tell the police. You hear something from the neighbor and you go down to the police. Is that correct?
Immediately prompted me to engage with an officer.
Okay. And when you speak to this neighbor, Does it jog any sort of memories from that morning?
Viscerally, yes.
Pardon me?
Viscerally.
Okay, what memory did that jog?
It occurred to me, I mean, it was a short sleeve weather day. It wasn't, it was warm. And immediately realized that the driver of the vehicle, I believe, was wearing a balaclava, the style where the whole face is cut out, and a hoodie with the hood up. And that the passenger in the vehicle, who was turning his body towards the passenger window, was also wearing a hooded, on reflection, I surmise it could have been a Tyvek suit for both the driver and the passenger, which immediately I realized that's very out of sorts for this hot weather type of day, especially the balaclava.
So it wasn't until after you saw the commotion, talking to neighbors, that this sparked something in your mind, and,
Oh, yeah.
and you told the police what you observed that day. Right. I have no further questions. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Ms. Nahas, my name is Michael McCarthy. I represent one of the defendants in this case, Joshua Zuazo. I have a few questions to ask you here this morning regarding your testimony, and if I don't make myself clear, please tell me that, then I'll rephrase the question, okay? Now, you engaged with the officers when you saw that there was commotion down in front of the Murray house and police cars were present, correct?
I would say that I was present. I didn't engage with anyone at that time. I didn't speak to an officer.
Okay, an officer came to your home at some point and spoke with you, correct? And
At
you
some
were
point,
on,
yes.
you were on the front porch, I mean, and this was in daylight, and
It
it was sometime in the early afternoon of Friday, October 11th, correct?
Yes.
And you told them, the officer that you spoke with, what it is that you saw that day, right? And would that name Officer Bowie ring a bell with you? Okay, so you spoke with Officer Bowie, and then you also told Officer Bowie that you would give him a written statement, correct?
I did.
All right, and then you've had an opportunity to see that written statement before you assume the witness stand here this morning?
I did.
Okay, and you've read over it. I know that you, in your statement, you identified the driver having this balaclava mask, and also that he was a man with an olive complexion and little to no facial hair to note. Direct quote
Correct.
from you.
Yeah.
Then, and you said that he had a light-colored, hooded, possibly Tyvek material with a Alte Viz orange balaclava with the entire face exposed. Is
Correct.
that's what you wrote?
I believe.
And then what you also told the officers, and I believe you said here during your direct testimony, is that you didn't see either one of the two people that you say were in this vehicle actually exit. You heard it, but you were moving on with your dog walk, correct?
Correct.
And this was not anything of interest to you. You were more concerned with taking a good picture of the dogs and sending it on to your sister and continuing with the walk, correct? Is that a yes? Okay. Now, you said that in your statement, the passenger, or his passenger, was a male, but the only observation, I think he may be taller and thinner than the driver. Remember that?
I do.
Okay. You didn't say anything in your written statement when this was all fresh in your mind about what it was that the second man in the vehicle was driving.
Wearing?
Wearing. Well, that's what I meant to say.
Oh, I'm not, I don't recall that I didn't write what he was wearing.
Well, may I approach, Your Honor? I'm going to show you a document. You please tell me whether you recognize it. And then if you do, I'll have further questions. Do you recognize that document?
I do, yep.
And is that, in fact, a copy of the statement you wrote out for Officer Bowie on October 11th of last year? All right. Now, what I'd like you to do is take a look at that and see whether or not you gave a description of the clothing the second man was wearing in your statement.
I didn't.
You did not. Okay. So you would agree, today is the first day of October, that nearly a year has passed.
Right.
All right. When is it that you came to remember that the second man was wearing some sort of orange or yellow clothing?
It wasn't orange or yellow, it was light in color.
Light in color, so you don't know
It
what
could have been
color.
gray or white.
Okay, so you don't know what it was, but this other person was wearing some sort of a covering, is that correct?
Correct.
So you would, and that's something, when did you remember that?
Well, honestly, it was probably promptly after this, like within, it was something that maybe I should have written down in my statement, but I did not.
Okay, and did you ever call Officer Bowie or anyone at the Oakland County Sheriff's Department to tell them, yeah, I remembered something else?
I didn't.
Okay, and you knew what this was all about by the time you talked with Officer Bowie, you knew
By
what
then
had
I
happened,
knew.
at least that Mr. Murray was dead, correct?
Yeah,
And so this was serious,
of course.
and you had information to provide, but would it be fair to say that the first time you provided that information about what the second man was wearing is this morning when you took the witness stand?
Formally.
Well, I mean, formally you're under oath, but what I'm asking is, it's the first time you've shared that with anybody in law enforcement, the prosecutor's office, any detective was in open court here this morning, correct?
I can't honestly answer that because I was at the pre-trial day back in maybe November last year.
December the
talk to-
17th?
I'm not sure what the date was. It was one of the pre-trial dates I was subpoenaed for. And there was discussion about that date. I may or may not have mentioned it, but I can't honestly say it was never mentioned.
Okay, no one asked you to write anything more,
Nothing
correct?
more, right. This
Okay.
was within minutes
Okay.
of the incident.
So just, and I get that, and things can happen, your memory, you start thinking about what all you saw, and you want to add something to it, but you didn't take, and they gave you, the officers did give you some identification information about how to get in touch with them, right? And so you could have done that, but you did not. You went somewhere to court, either in November or December of last year, you discussed the case a little bit further. You may have told it to someone that day, but you're not positive, correct? Because there's no recording, and you were not called as a witness that day.
That's correct.
Okay, but to summarize, what it is that you actually did see was this truck being driven by a man in a balaclava mask who you say has olive skin and little or no facial hair, correct?
Correct.
And the passenger was wearing some sort of light-colored clothing, correct? And he was maybe taller than the driver
Yes,
and thinner, you said, in your statement.
yes.
Okay. This is all you taking a glance, correct?
Well, in addition, the passenger his body was turned away, so from the orientation of someone from their side view, you know.
You couldn't see.
Appeared to be thinner.
Okay. You couldn't see very much, correct?
There are limitations to what I could see.
Correct. Thank you. May I approach? I have no further questions. I'll just retrieve that document.
Sure.
Thank you.
Cross-exam Hernandez.
Thank you. Good morning, ma'am. I just have a few more questions for you, okay? I'll try not to ask the same questions that have already been asked. As you described the person that you said was in the driver's seat, I know we've gone over, you said olive complexion, little to no facial hair to note, correct?
Correct.
You also then described a high-vis orange balaclava mask. What does high-vis orange mean to you, just so that the jury is clear?
It's like a safety orange. Maybe that would be like a hunter's jacket. That is high vis, meaning high visibility.
Okay, and that is the mask or the hood that this person you saw had on, correct?
Correct.
I have nothing further.
Okay, any redirect?
Briefly, Your Honor. Ms. Nahas, there is some question in the cross-examination about the height difference. You never saw them step out of the car and stand next to each other?
I didn't. This was just from the belt line of the window, like the height of their head, essentially.
Okay. Inside the...
Inside the cab of the pickup.
Okay, thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You may step down.
Your Honor, may this witness be excused?
Any objection?
I have no objection,
No
right?
objection, Your Honor.
You're excused.
people call it Deputy Copeland.
Good morning, Deputy. Stay standing, raise your right hand, I'll get you sworn in. You swear affirm the testimony you're going to provide today is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, thank you. Please be seated and tell us your name.
Deputy Tazra Copeland.
You're with us.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Deputy, can you spell your first name and last name for us, please?
Sure. First name Tasray. Last name Copeland.
And Deputy Copeland, where are you employed?
Oakland County Sheriff's Office.
And how long have you been with the Sheriff's Office?
21 years now.
All right. And prior to your employment at the Sheriff's Office, do you have any other law enforcement experience?
No.
And Deputy, what is your current title right now?
Patrol officer.
All right. And where are you currently assigned to?
Rochester Hills
Okay.
substation.
And I want to direct your attention to October 11, 2024. Were you also assigned to that particular substation then?
Yes.
Okay. On that day, did you receive a dispatch about a potential robbery occurring in Rochester Hills?
Yes.
All right. And where were you, if you recall, when you got that dispatch?
I was in the area. Can't tell you exactly where when the call came out, but I knew it was close by. Yes.
And I'm having a hard time hearing. Can you just raise your voice a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, thank you. So you were in the area, you just
Yes.
said. Okay. And was that while you were on the road?
Correct.
Okay. And on that day, were you in a fully marked Oakland County Sheriff's Office patrol car?
Yes.
Were you alone or with a partner at that time?
No, I was alone.
Okay. And when you received that dispatch, do you recall about how long it took you to head over to that location?
It was less than 5 minutes, if I recall correctly, because I wasn't that far when I heard the call come out.
Okay. And when you arrived on scene, do you recall where you parked your vehicle?
I parked one house down from
And,
the actual home.
and were you the first deputy to arrive on scene for that dispatch?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the first thing you did when you arrived on scene?
Walked up to the home. I remember knocking. I believe there was a Ring doorbell or something. No one answered. Then I started to walk around to the side of the house. Then I called for a dispatcher to have the person, if they were still talking to them, to open the door.
And did a person open the door?
Yes.
Okay. And on that day and time, are you equipped with body worn camera?
Yes.
Can you describe to us how that works?
Well, you hit the button to record, so it records everything the moment you press the button.
And that day and time, October 11, 2024, when you arrived to that house, was your body camera working?
Yes.
And that day and time, did it record the events that you observed?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, the people are moved to admit People's Exhibit 16 and publish it to the jury.
All right, so there previously was an objection to 16. The court did find that it was otherwise proper pursuant to 403. Both defendants' objections are noted for the record. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep, 16 is admitted, and you may publish.
Thank you, Your Honor. There's going to be volume associated with it, so I don't know how loud we can make it.
Okay, well, is it playing on both then?
It should.
Okay.
And Deputy, I'm going to play your body-worn camera. It may stop it from time to time and ask you questions, but most likely we're just going to play it all the way through, okay?
Okay.
And let's just make sure he can identify it as well as being his own.
Yes.
So which monitor am I going to be looking
I think what you see on your screen should be what everyone else is seeing.
Understood.
We're not
Okay.
seeing, it is not working right now. It was working earlier.
Do you see it on your laptop?
Yeah, it's
Or
I
just
don't know.
not?
I
Okay,
don't
so
know
it's
why
not
it's not
on the
working.
screen.
We tested it all out. Give me 1 second. The audio's working, but
Okay.
we got it.
So we see it
Now, yesterday when we had IT down here, everything was working.
Okay, yeah, I understand. Let's see if we can get somebody down.
We might have someone here that can.
Yes, and this ages you. So
Thank you.
all right, we're done.
You're not,
All right.
record's still on.
What's that?
The record's still running.
The record, yeah, we never stop the record, so just have them identify.
Yes,
themselves.
and Deputy, would this be the body-worn camera that, would that be the recording that was recorded from when you arrived on scene?
Yes. Where's the one? All right, no one's answering in front. I'm walking around.
Copy, I'll just get the doors are open. I can try to see what we can give her. High keys or anything.
Do you still have her on the phone radio?
She's still on the phone. Hold on, I'm trying to see if they can open her door.
10-4.
I don't think that's far away. I can't call all the time.
They have ring cameras, so like ring cameras all over.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right, make contact.
Hello? Yeah. Okay.
Is anybody else in the house?
My husband, I don't know where he is. The people that were here were gone.
What's your husband's name?
Sam.
Okay. Okay. That's okay. I always went to the car to check the house. She has duct tape around her wrist. I have a... The victim has duct tape around her wrist. And I'm waiting for you guys to go to this house and look for the husband.
Yeah, 13 calls. What are the numbers? 3750-3730. Can you confirm with her that it's a DTE on the truck? Yes, it's DTE on the truck. You were here last night.
DTE on the truck. She said they were here last night.
Looking for a gas mask. Which I thought was really unusual. We wouldn't let him know.
Okay.
Can I go on the pizza?
No, give me my name over here. I need you over here. I need you out here.
Okay.
Just stand on outside.
She said they were there last night, like that.
I want to do one floor at a time. No problem. We're good. I want to do one floor at a time.
Do we have the guy?
Yeah, she said she's still in here. She said that they left already, but they have ring cameras. She opened the door with her wrist tied up with duct tape. I walked with her to the kitchen so she can get the tape off her wrist.
I don't want somebody to leave
You gotta watch your back, so we're gonna watch your back.
So somebody stay here, and then you want to wait for one more?
Sherman, head to the back, please. Watch your back.
Yeah.
Alright, well, no, I need one more body because I want to do one floor at a time. We walk to the kitchen cabinet so she can take the scissors off.
Okay.
I mean, the duct tape off. That's all. Yeah. I don't want to get to that. Is Hickson there? I think Hickson left there. We're ready to go for him.
As many as we can get. We got a big one here.
It's a pretty large house, so whoever you can get over here. Good morning, Mary.
Copy. If you think the vehicle inspection area advised hills of the area, inspect the area, but when you vehicle for them, I'll try to get a couple open, alright?
You said it was a DTE vehicle, ma'am?
Yeah.
Was it just a label or the whole truck was marked DTE?
It was looking at the truck. I was looking for the DTE outside.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's sit. Me and you need to sit here and watch all this. Let's do it. We'll wait.
Let's just, yes. We're good. We need more bodies.
Yeah.
Please. Victims give a description of a possible DTE vehicle that's marked with DTE, white in color.
Copy. Possible DTE vehicle, marked in white color.
So, talk to me. When we walk down there, Caddy,
What do you see over there? Is that what
yeah,
we need more bodies.
yeah. We walk down there, they got an open area, like a living room / family area.
Yeah.
And then this is dining
I'm gonna
area.
crash that out right now.
Okay, dear. Okay. You're okay, yeah, we're here.
And Deputy Copeland, at this time in the video, what is your concern? What is going through your head as a police officer?
To make sure there are no more threats in the home.
Right. And so what are you doing right now?
We're trying to clear the house, or make sure there are no threats, and make sure the house is secure.
And I was hearing over on the radio, you were asking for more bodies. What does that mean?
We need more officers to clear this house because it was a big home.
Right. So is it fair to say you were waiting on more deputies to arrive so you can
clear the house?
Correct.
And is that your standard procedure when you arrive to a house based on the information that you have?
Yes.
I got the corner that see the kitchen. Yeah. Yeah, we already walked through here. Yeah. All right, we're good here. Yeah. We were already in here. All right. Yeah. Stay at the door. Yeah. We're good, Kathy. Come through. Come across. That's fine. Stay at the door. Move on here. They got an open area up top. And all the way here. Okay. And I got a basement here. Yeah, I see the basement. Yeah, understood. Okay. It's too fucking open. She owns them? Yeah. Okay, for it. Alright, you're good. We may want to try to do a flock for this possible DTE vehicle. Alright. Yeah, the thing is, I need the victim off the front porch, so whoever gets here, let's get her away from the front porch. What you got with you guys? I'll have her step away. Thank you. Yeah, so you got a set of stairs over here, Cabby, and over there your way. I see the stairs. Yeah. Yeah. There's a hallway down here. Yes. I've got an open door in front of me before I get to your hallway. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna be slow and methodical. All day with you. We got some tape here too. We get some more bodies. Yep, no way. We got time. Yeah, we got time. We're good. Yeah, that's duct tape too. Yeah. Talk to me. Yeah, we going down there first. I think we gotta get down there in case he's hurt. It's occurred in the last half hour. He took him with her. Who's relaying this? The victim outside. He got here. It's Hagler. Okay. Hagler's got our victim out by his car. Okay. She just told me she thinks he's in the basement. We're still searching anyway, so we're good. How are we looking? We want that first. How are we looking, guys, before you get here, please? I got blood on the wall and the handle, or the rail. Okay. To the basement. I need one more. Long gun in here. Underwriter. Mark's out front, so. Okay. Radio, if you can you do flock? Can you dispatch your flock or no? You didn't come through with your report. Okay. So if anybody has flock capability, we need to see if we can figure out this vehicle and which direction it's going. If they do have a kidnapping going on with this. Once those two get in here, yes, we can go and press on. Yes, we're good. Mark's in here with me. Yeah. Come around, up the way, Mark. Through the kitchen. Hey, Mark. Yes, Mark. I know. There's a lot of walls. No, our guys are in there. Just come on. That's all clear. That's safe. Just come to me. When Harry and Brandon get here, yeah, then I'll secure this first floor and then you guys do your search. Yeah. I got a few open doors. I'm gonna have to clear this one open door here before I get to you. Make sure you get a body with you. So we're good. I'm holding the basement right now, so we're good. You come with me. You stay here with me. Okay, so that whole side's clear. That's clear. 3 over there, 1 along that. You got a hallway here, open door here. Harry, I need you in here. Come. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, you got this. I got this. As soon as Harry gets in here, yep. I'm gonna press forward. We're gonna check this first open door. Go ahead, guys. You go to. You're clear to the bench. Okay. He's over here in the corner. Okay. Be careful with that open area too, Mark. Okay. That whole area is clear. I'm pushing forward to this door that's open. Okay, I'm holding, so you're good. Clear. Open door there. Alright, I mean closed door. I got this.
Copy 248-396-7707 Verizon.
What I had with the pawn stores, figure out where are they, just in case they may be taking this guy to the pawn store. Well, we got bodies? Okay, we got bodies. I'm going to just cover you. What about this? What is this? Files. Roger. Still need to go through it.
In the area.
Yeah, We got ready. What is it? Cat, you ready? I'll go first. Go ahead, Mark. Harry's still holding the center. I'll fix some clean back now. So that's the rest of the way. You go back. We got one down. Go. We gotta go. Is he dead? I got it. Let me do the talking. Please. Go. Oh, 6, we got one down. Shot in the head. Are we good? I did that.
Copy EMS in route 1 down, shot in the head.
Clear. Look at the blood behind you guys. Watch your step. We need lights. Right behind you, James. Right behind you. Let's get first. Everybody relax. You hold this. Let's get with Harry and clear upstairs. Yep. Everybody relax. We're good. Yes. Get with Harry and clear upstairs. We're clearing upstairs now. Everybody stand by. Where you at, Joe? Clear? Yes. Okay. Hey, hold on 1 second. This one has a... Go ahead. Kobe, you get that out. I got you.
You have a 16 10 4 and everything?
First out, right? Okay, ready to go? Yep. Come on. I got here.
Suspect, that's one is a tall.
Go.
Here.
Who's with me?
That's true. The blind man will have a fight after wait.
Hi, boy. Clear over here. D, you good? I'm coming your way. We'll pause here. That's it. Clear. You here? Come on. We here? Right here. Clear. All right. Coming your way. I did not, but we can. Where we at? Got an hour. this room? Not yet. We're pushing forward here. I got you. Okay. Pushing, moving. Moving. Closet. Clear. No addicts. Oh, that fucker. Did we already go here? Yeah, we hit this first. In the garage. Basement. Garage. Clear. Let me do the talking, please. House is clear. House is clear. Sit fire exit here. Mark, we're coming back to you. We're clear. Where's she at? Hangman, check there. If she has access to the ring camera, please. Say again, please. Damn. We did this right? Yep. Yeah, we're good. Did you see the casing? Yeah. Oh, no. That's not a casing. We got a gloss in it. We got a gloss splatter.
There's a ring right there.
Where?
There's a ring underneath his body. It's a gold ring.
Okay.
Probably would object to the right.
Okay. Yeah. They got ring cameras. We got at least got that. Anybody up on clock? Boy. I don't see it. 270 is checking. Thanks, sir. Me neither.
There's one hand of the wall right there in the corner.
I mean, I'm sure they
His legs are bound and it's,
hands are bound too.
I wonder who was over here.
This one. Yeah, because if you look at that and then look at this over here, did we even, this is a silly question, but did we check this four posts?
I
Everybody have gloves? Please?
There ain't fucking gloves. You guys
Joe, gloves?
Mark front there and block the tree off.
I know it's silly, but what the hell? Yep. Let's ask her what type of gun they
And the
have.
duct house?
We also have zip ties right there that they might use. Look at the zip ties.
This
doesn't look that old.
Copy, need another agent.
He's warm. This, this.
I'm wondering, but did they say they were here last night? Something different.
She said they were here last night.
Copy, I'm pretending you want to see me with another unit.
I assume she's talking about the
Because
figure.
this could have been going on all night, and so that could be part of it. But looking at the feet,
I can't. I can't really tell. He's still warm, but he's still heavy.
this is not that old.
It's gotta be a gunshot.
No, he's still warm.
It's gonna be a gunshot with all that coagulated blood.
Look at that weight right there. Hit him with that.
Probably.
I don't think so, Buzz.
I don't think so. Look at all this fat all the way over there. They might hit him with that weight.
I can't tell. Shit. I can't tell. Fuck. Hang on. Ask her about the gun holster around his waist. What type of weapon did he have? Please.
Not sure how many guns, but
around his waist with no gun, just trying to figure out, does she know what type of weapon he had at the time around his waist?
Holster would that be?
I see that.
Watch your legs, Cole. There's blood in that box right there. In your legs.
Thank you.
Couldn't find a pulse?
He's so heavy. Just checking around his neck. It's hard to tell, if anything. Where's fire at? I thought they were here.
Yeah, as soon as fire arrives, send him downstairs, please.
You just said that you're waiting on fire. What does that mean?
Waiting for the fire department to come and check them out.
Would that also include EMS?
Yes.
Still breathing.
Look at his hand. It looks like
Fire's on scene. Copy, fire.
What was the last homicide? The one with the son chopped up the mom and dad? That was in the trunk?
yeah.
If you two need to go, do what you gotta do. I'll hold it till fire gets here.
Alright, let me put my rifle away.
Go.
And then I can close.
I'll hold it. Bring me some more, please, when you get a chance. Since I'm primary, so. I'm just curious now, since they own all these pawn stores, if they head to a pawn store.
There's a ring laying right on the ground. Is that a ring? Laying right on the ground underneath that?
There is. There is.
It's a lot of blood all over.
It is. Like I said, he's still warm. He's still warm,
So
so.
if he got hit with that weight right there. See that weight underneath his
I do.
I wonder if he got hit with that.
Because I don't see no shell casing.
And there's spattering all the way over there.
Just went up there, to regime. The only thing left in pending I have is this alarm on that screen. Okay.
Copy.
Shit, it's on the fucking camera. I'm sorry, go ahead.
When you get distracted.
I checked for a pulse. He's still warm. I checked for a pulse. I didn't feel one. But feel free to check over me. I'm good. Don't know for sure if he got shot. Leave it that way. We don't know. There's a weight underneath this cause of death.
What? 10-9. Touch.
I touched his neck. I touched his neck, and I touched what you got to touch. Let's make sure you try to save him first. Touch whatever you got to touch. I don't care. I touched his neck and his first out.
Be sure that hurt. You know what I mean?
That's what I was asking. Right? And that's what I was trying to figure out what type of gun he had.
Whichever unit asked for, if they had a phone for Branson, take it back with no info, so this possibly powered down.
You have it.
Pretty close.
I always do. He's still warm. He's not. I totally agree. Okay. He's okay. Bringing the stress down. No.
He was still warm.
He's still warm.
It just happened.
Hey, when I had your dog running along,
I checked his neck and his wrist. I didn't feel nothing as far as the pulse. The same.
you want to know the problem, I'll check the outside
Okay, so we'll just take a whole bunch of pictures real quick. And then, well, we got all the pictures. We got all the pictures here. But I got you. But so far, nothing. He's nothing. He's flat. Down there. No, only thing I checked was his neck for pulse and his wrist. That's it. Not giving him this. Right, does she have access on her phone? And the ping came back phone power down. Okay. What about yeah, did this one? We're about to find out, but I'm pretty sure they did. So we got to do an SW4 ring. You got exit window on? She said they were here last night. Bulging on the back. Okay. I can't see a hole though. Sorry, we were here last night. That would be good enough. Just come back, come on out, just don't touch anyone. Keep up there about a minute, and then this happened. So they were here last night and left. This could be part of it too. You said, well, that's old. Well, nothing happened last night. Oh, we lost all that's out of the bag. Okay. So you, yeah. Excuse me. You said, where's the exit? And there's bulging on the back. I did not see a hole. Gotcha. Thank you. I also didn't inspect it completely. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm with you. It's not very easy. It's solid. Okay. Appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Yep. Go ahead. What? There's a C or a K? C. I'm going to use on phone. There's a flashlight. The flashlight? Oakland. Was Oakland here? Yes, we have to see here. Keep everybody out of this house. Everybody but a detective and... County here. You still in Oakland? No. Okay. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. If they get here, we'll chase them away. But I'm just trying to keep track of who's been coming in and out of this house. Okay. Yeah, for me. I got it. You guys haven't seen any stakes or anything around the house? Or? No, we just searched and saw the body, and we kept searching. So we didn't go back over for inventory or anything like that. Less noisy? Probably, yeah. Yeah, I'll think of that because I figure it'd be like that, less noisy, no one would hear it down here. Yeah. Did we do this? This little footprint right here? No. Step on this? Okay. So that's either... No. Mark did not go that way. Mark went this way. We hit the line lane. Well, this is his shoe right. Right, I'm just trying to match the ring. Yeah. There's no footprint right here, but this is his shoe. It's not looking. It's not matching. It doesn't look like his shoe right. It's not matching this there. Take your camera off and get a hold everything before we get too many hands on the fire. Understood. Just take ISO video. Understood. Good. See, come on with it. They're going to get a search warrant out. Yeah. Here you go. 242 before we start digging everything on it. It looks like that means for Verizon, last tower the phone connected was at 11:50. And your time at 201 Industrial Drive, Lake Orion, the phone is 0.87 miles from the tower and Harris Park, northeast of the tower. Get it all straight. So we can see what it is, where it's at. And it does seem there's at the tower. I've heard that on the radio. I don't know how they know and who they know. Okay. So that's well, they came to specific offer. Of course, they bring jobs and were looking for either something specific here or that they would have
money. Deputy, is that a fair and accurate representation of the scene when you arrived to 3730 Newcastle that morning?
Yes.
And up there in that corner, is that an accurate and correct timestamp of the date and the time that you were there?
Yes.
Right. And I know I only have a few more questions, but I know in the video you noticed that he had a gun holster on his waist.
Yes.
While you were there on scene, did you ever recover or find a gun in that house?
No.
I have no further questions. Thank you.
Cross-exam Zuazo.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Deputy Copeland, my name is Michael McCarthy. I represent Joshua Zuazo. I just have a couple questions to ask you here this morning, but if I don't make myself clear, tell me that. I'll rephrase it, okay? Thank you. Now, this, your involvement in this case started on October 11th of last year when you arrived at the Murray house. Is that right? Correct. And then your involvement ended when you left that house that day, correct? Yes. You obviously were wearing a body-worn camera throughout your search through the house and finding the body and all of the things that we've just watched. But that was pretty much your involvement in this case, correct? You didn't do any, you didn't interview any witnesses that day, and you didn't gather any evidence, correct?
I did speak to the wife.
You spoke with Mrs. Murray, right?
Yes.
And then because you talked to her when she opened the door for you, correct?
Yes.
But beyond that, and you wrote a report about that,
correct?
Yes, and she indicated to you that these two individuals had come to the house the night before. Is that right?
Yes.
And she's the one from whom you obtained the information relating to the DTE energy, correct?
Yes.
And but beyond that, that was pretty much what she was able to tell you, correct?
Correct.
All right, thank you. I have no further questions.
Okay, thank you. Cross-exam for Hernandez.
Good morning, Deputy.
Good morning.
I want to go over just a few things. How many minutes from when you were dispatched did you arrive? How long do you think it took you? I know you were on road patrol, but how long do you think?
I think less than 5. Can't give you an accurate.
Okay. And you testified that you were the first officer on the scene, correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, both juries were able to see, obviously, the body cam photo, video, I should say. And we note that, obviously, later in the video, you came back downstairs after you located Mr. Murray, and you made a comment, I know it's silly, but what the hell, check for a pulse.
Yes.
Okay. When you arrive on scene, obviously, you don't know what happened, correct?
Correct.
And you are there to determine, one, if there are any people in the house that could be a potential threat to yourself, correct?
Correct.
But also to see if there are any people located with injuries. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And it seems from the conversation between the deputies that you had made an initial decision that he had been shot in the head, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And you know now that actually was not the case, correct?
Correct.
All right. So you decided to wait then to check for a pulse or to render aid. Was that based on the fact that you believed he was shot in the head? And usually people with head injuries do not survive?
Well, given the fact that the way he was laid and all the blood that was all over his body, I thought he was already dead, to be honest with you.
All right. And Mr. McCarthy touched on this, but your involvement ended that day, so is it fair to assume that you never had any interaction with Mr. Hernandez, my client?
No.
All right. I have nothing further. Thank you.
Okay, any redirect?
No redirect, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Deputy. You may step down.
And may this witness be excused?
I have no objection, Your Honor.
No objection. Please excuse. People's next witness.
People call Valerie Myra.
Are you done with
Good morning. Approach the bench to be sworn in.
Good morning. If you could just get in the witness stand and stay standing, raise your hand, I'll get you sworn in. Thank you. Do you swear from the testimony you're going to provide today is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, thank you. Please be seated and tell us your name.
Valerie Myra.
All right, your witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning. If you could do us a favor, I know there appears to be microphones around, but I believe they're for recording, not for amplifying. And if you don't speak loud enough, somebody's going to raise their hand so we know that they can't hear you. So please speak up as loud as possible, okay?
Okay.
Okay, if you could tell us how you're currently employed?
I am employed as a forensic lab investigator for the Oakland County Sheriff's Office, where I have been for 8 years.
Okay. And did you have any specialized training for that position?
Yes, my primary job is in the latent print unit, and I will examine and process items of evidence for latent prints. And part of that job also means that I will respond to major crime scenes within the county. And I had on-the-job training for about 8 months and went to crime scenes with the existing members of the group. And I also took an evidence technician course and a 40-hour crime scene investigator series course at the International Association for Identification in 2018. So I've had numerous training throughout the years.
Okay. And have you been qualified as an expert in the state of Michigan and Oakland County before?
Yes.
And did you testify at the preliminary examination, in fact, in this case?
Yes.
Were you qualified as an expert at the time of preliminary examination?
I don't remember.
Okay. Your Honor, I would tender this witness as an expert in the field of fingerprints and crime scene investigation.
Fingerprints and crime scene, any objection?
No, Your Honor, I received the curriculum vitae from this witness, so I don't have any objection.
I did as well, no objection.
Okay, all right, the jury shall perceive that witness's testimony as an expert in fingerprint and crime scene analysis.
Okay. Before we get to what your involvement was in this case directly, can you tell us, one of the things that you mentioned was about how the Oakland County Sheriff's Office has a special crime scene investigative unit?
That's correct.
And you're part of that unit?
Correct.
And when you're called out to the scene of a major crime and that unit is called, are you the only person or are you part of a team?
I'm part of a team. We have members from the latent print unit and from the firearms unit that make up that team. Depending on where people are in their careers, sometimes we have 4 members, sometimes we have 6. It all depends.
Okay. And part of that team, do you know an individual by the name of Sierra Ramirez?
Yes.
And does she have a specialty with the Sheriff's Office?
Yes, she is in the biology unit.
Okay. When you do crime scene analysis and you get there to investigate a scene, is part of that taking photographs?
Yes.
Do you also put placards so you can then reference the evidence that's discovered to track it later?
That's correct.
Because once something is seen and then it's marked, it travels through the basically chain of being forensically tested after that.
That's correct.
And by forensically tested, that would include DNA and fingerprints.
Yes.
Okay. We had a case that occurred on October 11th of 2024. Were you involved in that?
Yes.
Do you recall where you were called out to?
The address?
Yes.
I would have to check my notes.
Can you check your notes? And while you're doing that, do you write a report as part of your duties?
I do. That's part of processing crime scenes is authoring a report. And I was called to 3730 Newcastle Drive in Rochester Hills.
Okay. Is that location in the Oakland County, state of Michigan?
Yes.
When you authored that report, did you sign your report at the end?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's been marked as exhibit number 12. Do you have a copy of that without the exhibit sticker?
I do.
Okay, and we met last week to go over all the photographs and your report, is that correct?
That's correct.
And does exhibit number 12 accurately reflect the report that you did in the ordinary course of your business and duties?
Yes.
Your Honor, the people would move people's exhibit number 12 into evidence.
Any objection?
No, I have no objection on behalf of Mr. Zuazo, Your Honor.
No objection.
All right, 12 is in.
Judge, I'm going to wait to publish for that.
Okay.
I want to also say that last week we went through the labeled numbered exhibits. Is that correct?
That's correct.
You were shown a bunch of photographs?
Yes.
I'm going to show you just the first photograph of that group of photographs. People's exhibit number 1A. Do you recognize that photo?
Yes, I do.
And does that accurately reflect the front of the house when you arrived that day?
Yes.
Okay. We had exhibits that we had talked about regarding the photographs that went from exhibit number 1A all the way through 1CC as far as the photographs. Is that correct? That we labeled and went through last week? The photographs that I just indicated, do those accurately reflect everything that you saw?
Yes.
And there was a second set of photographs that we went through, and they're distinguished because the first set of photographs that are 1A through 1CC are the upper levels of the house. The photographs that we had gone over that are labeled 2A all the way through 2BB, those are of the lower level of the house, which are the more graphic photographs. Do you recall going through those?
Yes.
Does that second set of photographs also accurately reflect what you saw that day, both on the upper levels and then again on the lower levels?
They do.
Your Honor, the people would move People's Exhibit number 1A through 1CC and also 2A through 2BB into evidence.
You're gonna need to say them specifically because the record's gonna have to somehow reflect what those all are. Unless you intend on going through them one by one when you do it.
We're gonna do that once, if there's no objection to them entry, so that way I'm not being duplicitous about going through it twice. But if there's
I'm
no,
just concerned about the record. I see, because I know that you've given me the list, so I know what they all are, but the record's not gonna see what we're looking at. You'll just do it that way then?
yes.
Okay, any objection to those being admitted?
No, Your Honor, I've reviewed these exhibits. I believe that
Ms. Lofton?
probably.
No objection? Okay, they're all in.
Okay. Now we're gonna go through photograph one by one. We're gonna start with 1A. It should show up on your screen as it's showing up on these two screens. Okay, do you recognize 1A as the front of the house?
Yes.
And does that show the Audi in the front part of the driveway?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as and introduced as 2B. Do you recognize that front entry of the house?
Yes.
Did you enter that house through that front entryway?
I did.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1C. I have it labeled, for lack of a better term, as the front staircase. Do you recognize that staircase?
Yes.
In the house, is there in fact a front staircase, which is in 1C, and then a rear staircase?
That is correct.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1E, the top of the staircase. Do you recognize that photograph?
That's 1D.
1D.
1D, yes.
Okay. And in that photograph, the closet doors are noticeably open.
That's correct.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1E, also the top of the staircase, looking towards the master. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
And in fact, is that the master bedroom ahead of that photograph?
That is.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1F, which is the door into that master bedroom. Do you recognize that photograph?
Yes.
Did you go into the master bedroom?
I did.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1G. Is this traveling inside of that master bedroom?
Yes.
Can you tell us what you observed in the master bedroom in regards to the drawers?
I observed that the drawers were pulled out of the dresser and kind of just thrown about with the contents kind of strewn about the room.
Yep. I'll show you what's been marked as 1H. Is that another photograph as you travel into the master bedroom?
Yes, there was also a jewelry box that was on the ground with the contents, again, strewn about.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1I. Also another angle of a different view from inside the master bedroom. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
Is it again showing the drawers with items askew?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1J. Is that a view towards the, I guess, the window side of the bedroom?
Yes.
And is that another set of drawers that have been removed from a different dresser?
Yes, it is.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1K. You recognize that as a high drawer set? Credenza, I guess, I don't have a really good term for what that is. Okay. I'm going to show you what's marked as 1L. Do you recognize that photograph as leading from the master bedroom to the master bath hallway?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1M. Do you recognize that as the master closet?
Yes.
I'm going to show you picture 1N. Is that the inside of the master closet?
Yes, I believe there were two closets.
I was just going to ask you that. There's a his and hers master closet. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1O. Is that the floor of the master closet?
Yes.
Okay. I'll show you what's been marked as 1P. Is that a photograph from the master bedroom down the hallway in the upstairs?
Yes, it is.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1Q. Okay. Is there another bedroom that you come across as you walk through that hallway?
There is. That is the bedroom that is on the right side if you were coming from the master bedroom.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1R. Is that an item that you see at the doorway of that bedroom?
Yes, it appeared to be a drawer from the jewelry box that was in the master bedroom.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1S. Do you recognize this as another upstairs bedroom?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1T. Is that the entry from the hallway into that bedroom?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1U. Did you notice anything on the doorway wall going into the bedroom on that left side if you're walking in?
Yes, there appeared to be a apparent bloody swipe mark on the wall.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1V as in Victor. Is that a close-up of that apparent blood smear?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1W. Do you recognize that as a photo from inside that bedroom looking back towards the hallway?
That's correct.
And now the blood smear is on the right-hand side of the photo?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1X, the dresser drawers inside that bedroom. Does that accurately reflect that?
Yep.
And also 1Y, a close-up of those drawers?
Yes.
And were those drawers open when you went into the bedroom in that position?
Yes, they were.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1Z. My terminology is the back set of staircases. Is that the second staircase you saw?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1AA. Is that a scene from the before you go down the stairs?
Yes, from the landing that's at the top, yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1BB. Is that a photograph of the staircase going down?
Yes.
And the door that you see at the bottom that's now at this point in an open position, that's a staircase that goes down to the basement?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 1CC. And is that a closer view of the last set of the stairs going down towards the kitchen?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go now to photograph 2A. Do you recognize these items on the floor in the kitchen?
Yes, they are black pieces of tape.
And I'll show you what's been marked as 2B. Do you recognize that as another set of duct tape?
Yes.
And as far as placards go, this one's been given an exhibit placard of number 2.
Yes.
Okay, and when it's given a placard of number 2, that's a way to track it through the rest of the system at the Sheriff's Office lab?
That's correct.
And the first one that I went to, did that also have a placard number 1 in front of that?
Yes.
I'm going to go to exhibit number 2C. Do you recognize that as duct tape cutting and scissor that is on the kitchen counter?
Yes.
And that was given placard number 3.
That's correct.
And picture 2D, is that a close-up of exhibit number 3?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 2E, the landing towards the basement. Is that correct?
Yes.
And did you travel down into the basement?
I did.
I'll show you what's been marked as exhibit 2F. Okay, is that a photograph from the basement leading into the back, lack of a better term, furnace area, water heater area?
I called it a utility room in my notes, but yes.
I'll show you what's been marked as 2G. Is that as you're getting closer to that area in that section of the basement?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 2H. Is that a photograph from an angle of the victim and his injuries?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us what did you observe that caught your attention about how he was in that position and any type of bindings that were on him?
It appeared that he was bound both at the hands and at the feet, and he was laying on his left side, and he had apparent blood pooled underneath him and spattered in different areas around him.
Okay, and you've had, unfortunately, a lot of experience in crime scenes that are graphic. Is this a graphic crime scene?
I would say this is especially brutal, yes.
Okay. And the duct tape that's shown in this exhibit 2H, is it the same color duct tape, or are there two different colors of duct tape?
There appeared to be two different colors. There was gray tape and also black tape.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 2I. Can you tell us what's depicted in 2I?
So this is a close-up of his bound hands that were in front of him. It appeared that he was bound with both zip ties and tape. So this is a close-up of that.
Okay. So he's bound with both duct tape and zip ties?
That's correct.
And also in that photograph, is that what appears to be a Home Depot bag?
Yes, there was a sink that was on the ground of that room, and inside that sink there were various pieces of plastic, a plastic bag, the plastic Home Depot bag, kind of a larger clear plastic tarp type bag, and then also a red inflatable type of plastic.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 2J. You recognize that photograph as showing placards number 4, I believe 10, 11, 13, and 15.
I don't see 13, I see 14.
I don't know.
2J says 410.
Okay. I think 13 may be behind the pole, but
Yes,
that,
it is.
okay. That being said, you recognize that?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 2K. Is that a close-up of a pair of glasses that was found?
Yes.
And that was given marker number 4?
That's right.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 2L. That's a different angle showing the position of the victim, but also placards number 5, 6, 8, 9, 13, 14, and 15. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
I'm going to go to 2M, which is a close-up photo of 5, 6, 7, and 9. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
We indicated that there was some zip ties that you saw around the victim's hands. What are those items that you noticed?
In this photograph?
Yes.
So these appeared to be zip ties that were already fashioned together. They kind of appeared like ready to use.
Well, objection to speculation. You can say what it is that you observed, but to draw a conclusion about what their purpose was.
Okay, let's rephrase the question.
Thank you.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 2N. Is that a close-up of the zip ties 5 and 9?
So the zip ties were just number 5, and 9 was the apparent bloody shoe impression under the zip ties.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's been marked as 2O. Can you tell us what you see in 2O?
So number 6 is the smaller set of zip ties, and 8, I believe, is the duct tape.
Okay. And what color is that roll of duct tape?
That is gray.
And that's exhibit number 8?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's marked as 2P. Is that a close-up of exhibit number 8?
Yes.
And I'll show you what's been marked as 2Q. Is that a close-up of exhibit number 7?
Yes.
And can you tell us what that is in exhibit number 7?
So that was a piece or pieces of gray duct tape that was stuck to a piece of burlap that was near the victim.
I'll show you what's been marked as 2R. That's placard number 13. Is that the sink that you referenced before?
Yes.
Okay, and that's not a connected working sink, that was just laying on the ground.
That's correct.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 2S. Does that show those exhibits number, excuse me, 4, 10, 11, 13, 14, and 15?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 2T. Is that a close-up of another exhibit?
Yes.
Can you tell us what's in that?
In this photograph, it is the clear plastic, and then inside the clear plastic there was a roll of duct tape.
And can you tell us what color that duct tape was?
I believe it was gray.
Yep. Do you have it in your notes or your
Yes,
shirt?
is
That is
can I
gray.
refer to
Okay.
it?
Okay.
I haven't checked yet. Can I refer to them?
Would you like to check?
Yes.
Okay.
So I guess that is black tape.
Okay. 14 is the black tape.
Yes.
Excuse me. It's the frame of the answer, the form of the answer, I guess. If the witness knows, please tell us, but we don't want to have any guesses put into the record. She knows or she doesn't know.
All right, I'll let you cross-examine about it.
All right, thank you.
By way of background, the witness could not recall, said she believed it was gray, and we started to look through the notes. The court indicated that the prosecutor would have to state as to whether or not it would help refresh her memory. I think she then asked for it, and that was given, permission was given without objection. After referring her notes, she then testifies that based on the information in her notes, it's black tape. Is that a correct recitation of what occurred here?
I believe it is.
I think that's true.
Okay, and
Yeah,
then you
it's
could
the
follow
guess
up.
that I objected to.
And then you could just follow up on
I will.
cross-examination.
Thank you.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 2U. Is that a placard for the upstairs blood smear?
Yes.
And that's number 16.
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 2V. Can you tell us what's depicted in 2V?
This is a close-up of the victim's feet, and they appeared to be bound with that black duct tape, and he has a shoe on his right foot and his left foot is bare.
Okay, and do you come across his other shoe, his left shoe?
It was nearby, yes.
Is that also in the picture, or is that somebody else's foot that's in the picture when it's being taken?
Yes, I think it's someone's.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I'll show you what's been marked as 2W. That shows placards number 18, 19, 20, and 21. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 2X. That's a close-up of exhibit number 18 and 20. Is that correct?
Yes.
Can you tell us for the record what 18 and what 20 is?
Can I refer to my notes?
Yes.
Was the bar with the weights on it, and 20 was the gold ring that you can see below it.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's been marked as 2Y. Can you tell us what's depicted in 2Y?
So this was thought to have been a possible tooth, which we gave placard 21 for. Upon collecting it, we realized it was not a tooth, so it was not collected.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 2Z. Is that a photograph of the rest of the room?
Yes.
I'll show you what's been marked as 2AA. Okay, that's placard number 9. Can you tell us what placard 9 depicts?
Placard 9 depicts a apparent bloody shoe impression that had been processed with a chemical called crystal violet.
Okay. And did you do that processing?
I was part of it, yes.
Okay. Now, is that something that before it's processed, would that have been visible to the naked eye, or would that not have been visible until it was processed?
I believe part of it was, so the crystal violet works to enhance already visible prints and also develop ones that are invisible to the eye. So whether this one was fully visible before we sprayed the chemical, I don't recall.
Okay. And I'll show you what's been marked as 2BB. Is that another angle of those shoe prints?
Yes.
Also, as part of your involvement in this case, did you have, as part of the team, crime scene diagrams done to depict in relationship to each other where the items are?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, if I could approach the witness, I'll show you what's been previously marked as 5A and 5B.
You may approach.
Do you recognize 5A as a diagram of the upper stairs that was done by the scene?
Yes.
And 5B, does that represent the lower floor?
Yes.
They were reflected accurately as it was drawn?
Yes.
Your Honor, the people would move People's Exhibit 5A and 5B into evidence?
I have no objection. Those are part of the report that I received a long time ago.
No objection. No objection. And then Mr. Petrofessa, those are an enhanced version of what would be in a report, right? That was something that was done to be done.
That was already, yes, it's a blown-up version.
All right, 5A and 5B are admitted without objection.
And just finishing up my questions for you, you have a specialty and expertise in fingerprint analysis, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and did you process the scene to see if you could reveal any fingerprints that were left there by either of the defendants?
I did.
Okay, and through your investigation, you were able to get a set of known prints from both defendants to compare it to?
Yes.
Okay, so when you did your comparison, were you able to find any prints anywhere you looked that matched either of the defendants?
I'm sorry, are you talking about my processing on scene or later at the lab?
Both.
Yes, I did not develop any that I was able to take with me from the scene. I collected the plastic and received prints from that plastic, and I was not able to identify either the defendants on that plastic.
So everything you printed basically does not come back with the prints of either Mr. Hernandez or Mr. Zuazo, is that correct?
Yes.
And in your expertise, if people are wearing gloves, would that prevent leaving of fingerprints?
It would.
I don't have any other questions, Judge.
Okay, can you cross-exam Zuazo?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Myra, my name is Michael McCarthy. I represent Joshua Zuazo. He is one of the two defendants in this case. I have some questions to ask you here this morning, and I'll tell you the same thing that I said when you testified at the preliminary examination and about my questions, and that is, if you don't understand the question, just tell me that, and then I will rephrase it so that it's clear that you understand what I'm asking. Okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. So following up on this fingerprint business, we saw a lot of duct tape or some type of tape, gray tape and black tape. Many pictures taken of that tape in the scene by yourself or others that went to the scene on the 11th of October to record all the evidence that was present, correct?
Yes.
And at least one of the pictures that we saw, if not more of them, showed a roll of duct tape. Gray tape in particular, is that correct?
Yes.
And that was taken into evidence, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, my question to you is either on that roll or on any of those pieces of duct tape, whether you check them or analyze them to see whether there were any usable prints, usable meaning latent prints that you could actually investigate.
There were no latent prints developed on that tape.
Okay, none were developed. Tell me, or tell the jury, please, what kind of work you did in order to get, or to investigate to see whether there were prints on those items of tape that were collected, either the roll of tape or the pieces of tape.
Well, sometimes we have, the investigators choose if they want to have something tested for fingerprints or biological evidence. So sometimes they will choose one over the other, just depending on the circumstances. I did process a piece of the duct tape that was, I'm not sure if you have my latent print report, if I would be able to refer to that.
You certainly can. If that will refresh your recollection, do you have that report there with you?
I don't have the latent print
Hold on
report.
just a minute. Let me see. I think I might have it right here. Yes. I believe this is report 24-0253-852-073. Does that sound right to you? Maybe you'll know it better by looking at it. May I approach you?
Come on up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So first of all, is that your report?
Yes,
And you recognize it as such?
I do.
And reading it, does that refresh your recollection?
It does.
Okay. Now, you remember the question about how many pieces of this duct tape that you examined?
Yes, so investigators determined that they wanted me to process the bundle of crumpled duct tape that was used to bind the victim's hands for latent prints, which I did, and I did not develop any comparable prints on that duct tape.
Okay. Now, you said, you prefaced what you just told the jury, or juries, by saying the investigators determined that they wanted you to look at a certain bundle of tape. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. So the only thing that you were asked to look at in the way of duct tape was, or that black tape, however you call that, whatever title it has, was the stuff that the investigators told you to look at. Is that correct?
That they've asked me to test back in the lab, that's correct.
Okay. So, but you were a person on the scene taking photographs and recording on those drawings that you put together what was there on the scene, correct?
Correct.
And you've got places, because it's, those two drawings are for the main floor of the house and the basement of the house, correct?
Correct.
And in both places, the main floor and in the basement, there were numerous pieces of duct tape that you identified when we looked at all the exhibits in Exhibit 1A through CC and 1B through 2B through, or 2A through 2BB, correct?
Correct.
Upstairs or main floor and down the basement. So out of all that tape that was there, the only one piece or bundle that you examined was the one that somebody else, not you, told you that they wanted to have examined, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, so you don't have any control over what it is that you're supposed to do when you're back at the fingerprint lab, correct? In terms of what it is you're going to examine.
Correct. I'm examining whatever is given to me, yes.
Exactly. And you, even though you, because not every case that you examine fingerprints on is a case where you were at the scene doing a crime scene sketch and all the other work that you did in this case, correct?
That's correct.
It's just a coincidence that you were wearing your crime scene investigator hat in the same case that you were wearing your fingerprint analysis hat, correct?
Yes.
All right. So you knew there was a lot of duct tape there, correct? I mean, you know that.
Relative. There were several pieces, yes.
Several pieces, and at least one roll.
Yes.
Is that right? And you said earlier during your direct examination that you wouldn't expect to find any fingerprints if a person was wearing gloves. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Have you ever used duct tape? Have you ever used it?
Yes. Yes.
You know how it sticks on the end? The duct tape sticks, and you got to kind of pry it off. the edge of it to pull it from the roll?
Yes.
You think that's very easy to do when you're wearing gloves?
I'm not sure.
Thank you.
Are
Now,
you referring to then if they wouldn't have gloves on?
exactly.
Then my testimony was that if you had gloves on, you wouldn't leave prints.
Right, but what I'm saying is, it's hard with gloves on to even pry it up, correct? If you gotta use your thumbnail or your fingernail to get it moving, right?
Right.
Okay, and thank you. Now, you looked at a number of different things, though, besides duct tape, for fingerprints, correct?
Correct.
And you have your report in front of you. Could you just tell the jury what other things you looked at? Thank you, sir.
I processed the 3 pieces of plastic that were in the sink. So the larger clear plastic tarp, the Home Depot bag, and then the deflated red inflatable.
And there were no fingerprints that were matched up with Mr. Zuazo or Mr. Hernandez, correct?
That's correct.
And did you have samples? I mean, and those are the ones you're looking for. And you had samples of both men's fingerprints, correct?
Yes.
And so, at least from fingerprint analysis, there's no evidence in this case of their prints being put anywhere, correct?
Correct. I did not identify their fingerprints on that plastic.
And as far as all the photographs that were done and all of the work that you did looking through the house and the scene sketches that you made, there's no evidence that you found that put Mr. Zuazo in the Murray's house during your crime scene analysis on October 11th, correct?
As it relates to my involvement, no.
Thank you. I have no further questions. If I may just approach to retrieve that document.
Thank you, Mr. McCarthy. Any cross-exam for Hernandez?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just wait one moment till Mr. McCarthy works his.
Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
So I want to talk a little bit about your involvement. So I know that you testified that there was a number of people from the forensic team that was there with you on that day. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. In looking at page 1 of your report, it lists personnel. I have totaled, there was 9 people. Does that sound correct?
Could I refer to my notes?
Would it refresh your recollection?
Yes.
Yes. Let me know when you've reviewed it.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. So how is it that you divide up the duties? Do some people, as you stated, you have some specialties in fingerprint analysis and crime scene analysis. I'm assuming other people have different specialties. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So how do you divide up the duties when you get to a live scene?
We're all trained to do all of the processing techniques that we use. Sometimes when somebody comes from a particular unit, they will just naturally do that portion of the processing. So we mentioned Sierra Ramirez earlier. She is from the biology unit. So she typically will do any DNA collection processing that needs to be done at the scene. The other processing items that we do, such as the sketch or the measurements or photographs or note-taking, is just kind of divided up. We're all trained to do it all, and we just divide it on who needs something to do at that time. As we get there, we don't all always get there at the same time, so different things just naturally take place, and the duties are just divvied up, as needed.
So on that particular day, were you the one taking the photographs or no?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Now, when you get to a scene, are you first briefed by the officers that are already there?
Typically, yes.
Okay. Do they draw your attention to what they have found, or do you just go about your way and find all of the things that you can locate?
Yes, they will usually tell us what they have already found or seen at the scene, and then as we go through, we will look for any in addition to what they've already seen.
Okay. And who makes the call on what evidence to actually collect, like put in bags and take with you? Who makes that call in this team of 9?
That is usually kind of a collaborative effort between the crime scene team and the investigators. Ultimately, it's the investigators' scene, so they will make the ultimate decision of what to collect.
Okay. And are you involved in the actual collection of the evidence when that decision has been made?
Sometimes, yes.
Okay. Were you in this particular case?
Yes.
Okay. And when you collect evidence, can you describe that to the jury? Is everything thrown in one bag? Is it separate? How does that work?
Yes, it's photographed and then everything is put in its own bag for preservation purposes and designated with the appropriate information on.
Do you use paper bags or plastic?
It depends on the evidence.
Can you describe that?
Usually for biological evidence, we're using paper because it's able to breathe. Things that can go in plastic might be currency or things that don't, things that you're not worried about, mold growth would go in plastic, but typically we're using paper.
Okay, and you said biological. Is that some type of blood or liquid substance on an item? Is that what you meant by biological?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Do you know your approximate time of arrival on October 11th?
I believe it was 2:18 p.m.
Okay. Now, you had testified that not only do you take information from the officers as to what they have already found, but obviously you do your own search of the area. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So the juries were shown a body camera where the responding officer noticed blood on the wall and the handrail leading down to the basement. I am not seeing that at all in any of your reports. Do you recall, or if you need to refresh your recollection, do you know if that was photographed by yourself or any swabs were done of that particular area?
I don't believe I don't remember being told about that. If it is in a photograph, it would be in one of the overall photographs that it was just captured in. I wouldn't have taken a direct photograph of that.
Okay, so we did see a direct photo of the bloody swipe, I think it was described as, upstairs. So I'm talking about essentially a bloody swipe or some type of blood that was on a handrail. Do you have any recollection of seeing that and or documenting it in any of your reports?
No.
I know Mr. McCarthy spent some time going through all of the items that you tested for fingerprints. Is it fair to say, in looking at your report, you tested 98 items, or 98 times you tested something that was collected?
I developed 98 fingerprints on the clear plastic tarp.
Okay, so out of the 98 prints, you were unable to compare those to either Mr. Zuazo or Mr. Hernandez, correct?
Yes, all 98 prints were on that one item.
Nothing further, thank you. Oh, one moment. Sure. Absolutely. You mentioned what time you arrived. Do you recall, or is it listed somewhere in your report, what time you left?
Yes. Can I refer to that?
If it refreshes your recollection, yes, you may.
It will. 21:05.
And for us people who use the regular clock and not military time, do you know what time that is?
5 after 9.
Thank you. All set, Mr. McCarthy? No further questions, thank you.
All right, thank you. Redirect here.
Just to follow up on a couple questions that they asked. You talked about the fingerprint evidence and also biological or DNA evidence. Did you remember talking about that briefly?
Yes.
Is it sometimes that you have to make a choice that you can test it for one or the other but not both?
Yes.
And why is that?
Sometimes you can, the processes that we use for fingerprints can sometimes destroy DNA. And also when they are testing items for DNA, they will swab and potentially wipe away any fingerprints. So a lot of times we will have them choose one or the other.
Okay. And that picking or choosing, does that come in consultation with the detective in charge of a case?
Yes, that is up to them.
Okay. And it's not for you to decide what the detective believes should be tested for one thing and not the other. Is that fairly correct?
Correct. We can give our opinion on what we think would be the better choice, but it's up to them ultimately.
Okay. And you could tell the detective, I understand you want fingerprints on this marble, but I really think, in my experience, we're not going to get fingerprints off of the marble.
Yes.
You've had that discussion in theory with officers in the past?
Yes.
Okay. There was also some discussion about the blood swabs at the scene. So you already testified Sierra Ramirez was at the scene?
Yes.
And her specialty is the DNA and blood collection?
That's correct.
Okay. And if there was any blood collection, that would have been through her, is that right?
Yes.
Talked about lack of fingerprints on the duct tape. And that also means that there was nobody else's fingerprints on that duct tape either, correct?
That's correct. It was very crumpled, and if you know what duct tape is like, it's hard to pull apart. So it was kind of just a mass of sticky tape.
Okay. Finally, I know Mr. McCarthy asked you a little bit about the duct taping process, I guess, for lack of a better term, with gloves. You're not a duct tape expert, I would guess, but is it also possible to open duct tape where you have your glove left on one hand and you pry it open with the other to open a roll of duct tape?
I would think so.
Yeah, there's not a single way that you can get duct tape off the roll, is that right?
I'm sure not.
Okay. I don't have any other questions, Judge.
Okay, all right, you're all set, thank you, you may step down. Any objection to releasing? the
No,
witness?
Judge.
I have no objection, Your Honor.
No, okay, why don't you guys come up for a second? We're gonna excuse you now for lunch. We're gonna do 1 hour, it's noon, so we'll come back at 1 p.m. You're gonna be taken back into your respective jury rooms, and just as we've discussed over the last couple days, please do not leave those rooms until a member of staff lets you know that you are free to leave if you wanted to go down or leave the building. Okay? All right, thank you. All right, the jury, please.
Have a good one.